Tonight on Confidential, see the stars that emerged in 1996 and the impact they have had.
When Stone Cold wrestles, the whole world watches.
They love this man, the hottest competitor in the world today.
You've got it all going for you. You can't miss.
I think both these men are future champions, and this is a very important matchup.
I thought I'd seen it all.
Hi, I'm Gene Okerlund, and welcome to a special edition of Confidential. Tonight, we're going to examine a pivotal year here in the history of the WWE, 1996. We'll tell you why it was so special, as well as why it was essential for this company. When Vince McMahon took over his father's company, he envisioned a small territorial company named the World Wrestling Federation to be more like its name. He wanted a global empire, but he began by sweeping the nation. By the mid-'80s, the World Wrestling Federation was so hot, it was selling out 2 cities a night. The next logical step was to branch out into pay-per-view. WrestleMania was born in 1985, which showcased wrestling's ability to merge with pop culture, even become part of it. But like all great things, it would have its peaks and valleys. And although the World Wrestling Federation would still enjoy success throughout the next 10 years, by the mid-'90s, a strong competitor emerged. In 1995, WCW's Nitro began running head-to-head against Raw, and the ratings were essentially split down the middle by 1996. The main reason was a lot of the World Wrestling Federation's proven superstars were heading down south for guaranteed contracts. Vince McMahon knew he could not compete with Ted Turner's checkbook, but he also understood the battle was a marathon and not a sprint. So when 2 more of McMahon's top superstars, Razor Ramon and Diesel, decided to leave in 1996, Vince decided to focus on what he does best: create a new generation of superstars.
1996. The World Wrestling Federation dubbed itself the New Generation. WCW was now providing strong head-to-head competition. But Vince McMahon was bound and determined to fight off his latest and greatest obstacle. He knew the only way to do that was to create a superior product, and that all began with grooming new superstars who could appeal to the masses. And the ones that emerged in 1996 have had quite a lasting impact.
I want everybody out there in TV land to touch your screen and feel what it's like to be destined for success. Feel what it's like to be born a champion, man.
They love this man, the hottest competitor in the world today. He's right there. He's Shawn Michaels, and he's in the World Wrestling Federation. Now there's going to be the man right there. That's Blue Chipper right there. First third-generation superstar ever, Rocky Maivia. Well, there's nothing quite like the phenomenon known as The Undertaker here in the World Wrestling Federation. In many people's estimation, he is the yardstick that all superstars are measured.
It is my destiny to be the best in the World Wrestling Federation.
As long as I've been around wrestling, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
And the master and the ruler of the world.
For all you people who can't get a real close look at me, here's a better view.
By any means necessary.
When Stone Cold wrestles, the whole world watches.
As you can see, the star power that developed in 1996 was quite possibly the company's finest hour. But even with this vast array of talent, one man needed to step forward to carry the torch. The opportunity for that was presented early at the Royal Rumble in January. 30 men competing against one another for a chance to face the champion, Bret Hart, at WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels had won the Rumble the year prior and was looking to duplicate that feat.
All right, who's it going to be now? Who's going to join the fray? Here he comes! Here he comes! Michaels wasting no time and really going to work. And wait a minute, Shawn Michaels! Oh, Michaels! No! Beating him! Shawn Michaels just eliminated Yokozuna! Over 1,000 pounds, he is jumped out! Michaels Michaels. It's Michaels. It's no! I can't believe it. 2 years in a row. Shawn Michaels going to WrestleMania. There is one thing, and only one thing perhaps, that has eluded Shawn Michaels for some time here in the World Wrestling Federation. That, of course, would be the championship.
Shawn Michaels was on the verge of fulfilling his boyhood dream, but to defeat Bret Hart, he knew he would have to train long and hard. Bret was a man whose sole existence was tied to being the world champion, and he wasn't about to let his legacy die, especially at the hands of Shawn Michaels.
People actually believe that Shawn Michaels is the best wrestler in the whole World Wrestling Federation. Like, he's the top one, better than I am. And that just drives me nuts. It just drives me nuts. When it really comes right down to it, I know, and Shawn Michaels knows, that he can't lace my boots up. You know, all the critics and the people that have jumped onto the Click bandwagon are gonna go, he's good, but he's not the best. That'll be the one thing that rings through this whole match, is that Shawn Michaels is very good, but he is not, and he never ever will be the best.
There's only one Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Oh no, look at that. Unbelievable, what a ride.
The Heartbreak Kid's entrance at WrestleMania could only be topped by his performance that night, as he and Bret Hart did something that no two men had ever done: competed in a WWE 60-minute Iron Man match.
Isn't it ironic that it's Michaels who's dishing out the punishment, much like Bret Hart stated he was going to do at the outset of this match? Wait a minute, Michaels is going upstairs! Look at that!
Big man, neither one of these guys.
Matchup.
That's right. The hardest ever, and neither one of these guys will ever be quite the same after this.
The standard was set. In fact, the match requires so much conditioning that only two have taken place since: Triple H versus The Rock at Judgment Day 2000. And Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar on SmackDown. But at WrestleMania 12, it was Shawn Michaels who won the controversial first ever Iron Man match in sudden death.
It's not over. This capacity crowd buzzing. They've never seen anything quite like this. Wait a minute. Michaels said he got it. He got all of it. Two. Yeah. The boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels.
Whether you cheer, whether you boo, the Heartbreak Kid is going to come in here and work his off. Believe me, I'm going to do it. Why? Because I can.
The Heartbreak Kid would carry the banner for the WWE through 1996, while Bret Hart had clearly seen his best days pass him by. But plenty of other superstars were just coming into their own.
Still to come, The Rock makes his debut.
Now there's going to be the man right there. First third-generation superstar ever, Rocky Maivia.
And up next, Stone Cold busts out.
Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says I just whipped your ass.
Diesel, a former WWE champion, left the company in April of 1996 for greener pastures, not to mention a guaranteed contract. But before his departure, he had a memorable match with one of his best friends, the current champion Shawn Michaels.
Diesel issued the challenge for the stipulation of no holds barred, and unfortunately Michaels accepted it, and he's going to be sorry after this match is over with. And wait a minute, what? Look at that! That's Maurice to Shawn! Oh my, what is, that's the lowest thing I've ever seen in my life! Michaels! Michaels asking! Michaels! Big Daddy Cool Diesel has been defeated by Shawn Michaels.
Welcome back to Confidential. This portion of the program is brought to you by Final Fantasy X-2 from Square Enix. By Stacker 2's YJ Stinger. For that extreme boost of energy, you gotta feel the sting. And by Namco's iNinja. no one's taller than the last man standing.
1996 was a year of trials as well as triumph. The May In Your House pay-per-view took place in South Carolina, and on that night, a power outage from a storm had the superstars performing in the dark.
We thank you very much for your patience. Indeed, what a storm on the outside of the building here, live from Florence, South Carolina.
The pay-per-view was rescheduled for Tuesday night, so the fans could literally see what they were missing.
We'll take you back now, ladies and gentlemen, and show you exclusive footage. Yes, Mother Nature did not cooperate at all with the first attempt to deliver In Your House, Beware of Dog. Here we go, Savio on his way down to the ring, and then from there, the lights go out in South Carolina. Undaunted, the strap match took place.
Uncontrollable circumstances proved to be a minor setback. But for every minor setback, the WWE experienced tremendous gains. At the following pay-per-view, King of the Ring, a young foul-mouthed superstar began taking names and kicking ass.
Austin with a vile mean streak. It is bona fide, ladies and gentlemen. He is confident. He is focused. He is his own man. Nobody tells Stone. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's over.
And the stunner applied again. 1, 2, and he got him. Stone Cold Steve Austin went to the hospital, 15 stitches, and came back.
The King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin, an incredible victory. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Austin 3:16, along with Stone Cold's other catchphrases, became an overnight hit with the fans.
They put a smile on my face because you just opened a book, and that's Stone Cold's book, and nobody does it better than me. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. I've been around for 7 long years. All of a sudden, someone puts a microphone in front of my face, and everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon. As far as anyone having a problem, all of a sudden with the language that Stone Cold is using, well, they can just kiss my ass, and that's the bottom line. I didn't come out here just to run my mouth. I'm here to prove every single thing I say.
Austin's rebel-minded approach only made him more appealing to the fans, and its signature move was the icing on the cake.
I set out to do when the bell rings is whip somebody's ass. And you ain't gonna like how I do it, but I'm damn sure gonna get the job done.
The groundwork for Stone Cold Steve Austin was laid. The ringmaster was a faint memory, and people were finally believing what Stone Cold had told them all along.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is the best there is, and that's the bottom line, and can't nobody in the world tell me any different.
Stone Cold is now arguably the greatest superstar to ever grace the squared circle. His antics with owner Vince McMahon later propelled the WWE past WCW in the Monday Night Ratings war. But 1996 was Austin's coming out party.
I never trusted anyone, and I never needed anyone my whole career. It's on to bigger and better things after I win it all. Because there's no way anyone in the World Wrestling Federation can stop Stone Cold Steve Austin.
When we return, while Stone Cold had just unleashed himself, The Undertaker was cementing his already growing legacy.
In many people's estimation, he is the yardstick that all superstars are measured.
Stone Cold's language wasn't the only controversy he stirred in 1996, as he and Brian Pillman were involved in a heated confrontation that stepped beyond the boundaries of the squared circle.
When Austin 3:16 meets Pillman.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm gonna put his sir is straight down.
It's Austin. Get out of there, Steve. Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
Welcome back to Confidential's special look back at 1996.
The fans became accustomed to seeing the unexpected. Take, for instance, the bizarre Goldust, who had people debating his sexual orientation.
Unquestionably, one of the more controversial and surely the most bizarre individual ever here in the World Wrestling Federation, Goldust.
Goldust is giving homage. What's he doing?
That's first aid. He's saving his life.
That's the most revolting thing I've ever seen in my life. Get him out of there.
Pushing the envelope was Goldust's specialty, but his most memorable match of the year was a backlot brawl versus Rowdy Roddy Piper, which included quite the memorable scene.
Roddy's going after him, I think.
Rowdy Roddy Piper, Goldust, we are watching the monitors. As soon as we hear anything at all. Wait a minute. Here that's the Cadillac. That's a gold Cadillac. There's the...
The chase didn't last nearly as long as another one that had us glued to our TVs for hours. But it did leave a lasting impression. And speaking of impressions, no superstar left one quite like Ahmed Johnson, who wowed fans with his size and strength.
Wait a minute, here it comes now. Pearl River Plunge coming out, man. Yo! 1, 2, yes! Ahmed Johnson, victorious!
This man is all man.
Ahmed would beat his match, however, when an activist leader named Farouk gave birth to the Nation of Domination.
I'm going to form my own race of people. I'm going to show you and this whole world that when they say promised land, they say Farouk by any means necessary.
Owen Hart would join the Nation the following year, but in 1996, he was known simply as a Slammy Award winner.
Yes! I'd like to thank nobody but myself. I did this all by myself.
By 1996, The Undertaker had already carved a place in wrestling history, but his long-standing feud with Mankind had just begun.
I am hoping that The Undertaker will finally stand up and show just a little bit of pride. Undertaker, you can't take my ear. It's already gone. Of all the things I've lost in life, I think I miss my mind the most.
Mankind is a dangerous, dangerous animal.
Yes, indeed, a deranged individual. I mean, right from the get-go, no one has ever challenged The Undertaker like Mankind has.
Mankind came with one focus, with one thing in his mind, and that was to accost, to assault, and to eliminate The Undertaker. This is going to be a slobber knocker. 300-plus pounders that have a total disdain for each other. This is going to be physical.
The two men's epic battles would introduce wrestling fans to some never-before-seen matches. Exhibit A, the Boiler Room Brawl.
Two men have given it their all thus far. A 2 before. Oh, good Lord. It's amazing either of these men can even stand.
I thought I'd seen it all.
Not until we have seen this.
How do you follow that act? With another first, a buried alive match.
Mankind and The Undertaker.
Can you believe this, McMahon?
No, I can't.
We're going to see The Undertaker buried alive.
Oh, no.
Did you see how far he threw him?
Anything like that ever. Mankind.
Oh! Wait, come on, McMahon. We're not really going to do this, are they?
That's exactly right. The Undertaker was just nailed in the back of the head by a shovel. Mankind is coming out of the grave. No, look what they're doing now. The Undertaker is being covered with all of this dirt.
Look at this. He's got to be crushed just under the weight of that much dirt, McMahon.
Wait! He's alive! The Undertaker lives!
This power struggle wouldn't end until nearly 2 years later, when The Undertaker made Mankind famous by not only throwing him off the Hell in the Cell, but through it as well.
Look out! Oh, no! Good God Almighty! Good God Almighty! They've killed him!
Oh, my God.
As God is my witness, he is broken in half! Good God! Good God!
That's it, he's dead.
Will somebody
to top that performance. But that night was typical of both men. It was surrounded by an aura. The Undertaker's legacy is largely based on that very quality, along with his stoic personality and sheer presence. Mankind, much in the same vein, was viewed as superhuman to an extent as he carved his niche as the hardcore legend. They will each be remembered for their unique characteristics, but their feud, which began in 1996, will forever link these two superstars.
The WWE presents its hottest attraction, Sonny and Sable. Yokozuna, who passed away in 2000, was one of the biggest stars in the World Wrestling Federation in the early 1990s. Literally. He had amazing agility, considering his massive frame. But by 1996, his weight had become a major detriment.
He gets out of steam! Oh! Did you hear that? Yokozuna's leg is broken. Something snapped. They had to lift Yokozuna to remove him from ringside. And believe it or not, on a forklift, they couldn't get that 650 pounds up on the gurney.
And now, the WWE Rewind is brought to you by THQ's WWE SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. Available for the PlayStation 2.
I need to hear those words, baby.
I love you!
Oh! Here comes Hillbilly Jim! Henry's got the slap! Sonny has been slapped! That pig slap all over her! Dripping down all into her hair!
Welcome back to Confidential's special look back at 1996.
The WWE was introducing their superstars to their fans like never before. And in September of 1996, the relatively new concept of the internet was one of the main hooks of a brand new show called Livewire.
Welcome, everyone, to Redefining Television. Yes, this is the maiden voyage of Livewire, totally live, hence the name. Everybody wants to talk about Jim Ross.
I got a great fax.
What's
this
going on?
From Wave SEO.
Email. This is a computer. You get email. This is your program. It's called Livewire. You can call us. You can fax us. You can email us. Do whatever you have to do. But be a part of this program because it's for you, the fans of the World Wrestling Federation.
Livewire was a live interactive program where fans could call in, fax, or email questions to the superstars who were in-studio guests. What better way to expose the fans to the superstars' personalities than with live interaction?
Stone Cold Steve Austin is here. We will talk to him, and you can too with your faxes and phone calls.
Hi, I have a question for Stone Cold.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, first of all, Stone Cold, I really like your style, the no-nonsense approach to wrestling.
As far as you liking my style, you're all a bunch of mosquitoes, and from now on, that's what I'll refer to you as, mosquitoes, and you're all trying to get on the arm of Steve Austin and suck the blood out because I'm red hot.
First of all, I don't have to look like anyone. I am who I am and what I stand for, okay? Let's get that straight. Forget the Jim Brown and the Farrakhan. I said the nation of domination. You didn't hear me speak of anything else. I am what's happening now. I am the future.
While opinions always seem to vary, most were in agreement that one of the show's co-hosts, Sonny, always kept viewers interested.
This week.
Listen, if you want to be live, you be here every week with me live.
All right, Sonny.
While Elizabeth will forever be known as the First Lady of Wrestling, Sonny may have been the first diva and wasn't afraid to show her stuff.
Take a real good look in the ring right now at what a real woman is supposed to look like.
She is hot.
My generous gift to you to make this building look a whole lot better. Hit it, boys! Do I look incredible?
As much as Sonny would have enjoyed having the spotlight all to herself, it was not to be. Not when another blonde bombshell was commanding so much attention.
Talk about a bombshell. Hello, Sable. Wow, man, Mark Merrow and Sable. Oh, my goodness. She's looking good.
Sable was a valet/manager for the wild man Mark Merrill. But it was only a matter of time until Sable realized she was the focal point of that tandem. Sable ventured out on her own and became the WWE's preeminent diva. Friendly competition between Sonny and Sable was a welcome sight, especially when it wasn't too friendly.
As far as I'm concerned, Sable is history. She means absolutely nothing to me. She's like a speck of dirt on the floor that I just need to sweep away, and that's the end of story. I'll never have to deal with her again. I have bigger and better things in mind than somebody like a Sable. She looks like a Shar-Pei puppy with all those wrinkles.
Sonny's ill feeling towards Sable must have made it even more difficult to sit by and watch while Sable's career ascended. Years later, the WWE Sable reached a pinnacle when she graced one of the hottest-selling Playboy issues in history. Sonny's career was not nearly as prosperous as her counterpart, Sable. But in 1996, the sky was the limit for both women.
While there wasn't a long-lasting competition between Sonny and Sable, there were a couple of others that blossomed in 1996.
I think both these men are future champions, and this is a very important matchup. A lot of competitive juices are flowing between these two guys.
We know her today as Terry Runnels, but in 1996, she was Marlena and played a starring role opposite Goldust. Terry has been with the company now for nearly a decade, giving her the longest tenure of any WWE diva. Welcome back to Confidential's special look back at 1996.
Shawn Michaels was the champion for much of 1996, despite strong competition coming from the British Bulldog, Vader, and Psycho Sid.
Take a look at this monster! This monster, Psycho Sid, on his way to Madison Square Garden at the Survivor Series to attempt to take away the World Wrestling Federation Championship from Shawn Michaels.
Sid defeated Shawn at the Survivor Series in November and ended the year as champion.
I am the champion of the world. That says it all. That says that I am the man. That says that I am the master and the ruler. Of the world.
But that was Sid's last stand as the ruler of the world. In January of 1997, Shawn recaptured the title in his hometown of San Antonio and began to rebuild the momentum he had created for himself in 1996. No one, however, was rolling as much as Stone Cold Steve Austin, who was bucking the trend with his brash style. But the WWE needed others to help lead the company into the next millennium, and the man we would simply come to know as Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, was up for the challenge. The Greenwich Snob strutted his stuff in 1996, and fans took notice of his skills as well as his beautiful escorts. Helmsley showed unlimited potential, and it was for that reason that Hunter Hearst Helmsley would battle Stone Cold for the top spot in coming years.
It will be a clash of the Titans. I give Hunter Hearst all the credit in the world because he's got the guts to step in the ring with me.
I think both these men are future champions, and this is a very important matchup. A lot of competitive juices are flowing between these two guys.
It was a competition that elevated both of their careers. Stone Cold appeared to have the upper hand in 1996, even though late in the year, Hunter Hearst Helmsley would be the first to capture WWE Gold as he won the Intercontinental title.
I've never won a title because everybody you've got here with a belt is scared to look me in the eyes and say, yeah, Stone Cold, I'll give you a shot.
Although Stone Cold never got a title shot in 1996, he would prove himself worthy when the opportunity did present itself.
Stone Cold!
Stone Cold and Triple H's ascension to the top of the business ran parallel to one another. Much like Magic Johnson couldn't have been anything without Larry Bird, and vice versa. But while all that was happening, another superstar was ready to make his debut, and Rocky Maivia's arrival was akin to Michael Jordan. He brought a whole new dimension.
5 years from now, when I look back, I just want to ask myself, did you give 110% effort with whatever you did? And if you did you become the best at it? Were you the best at it? And that's it, whether it's 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, as long as I look back and whatever I do, whether it's wrestling or whether it's football or whatever it is, I just want to be able to say that I was 110% committed and I gave 110% effort, and the fruits of my labor were plentiful.
Now there's going to be the man right there.
First third-generation superstar ever. His father really made a name for himself here in Madison Square Garden. So did his grandfather, Rocky Maivia.
Everybody's predicted greatness, and I'm one of them. This guy has everything it takes. And I think he's going a long way in the World Wrestling Federation. I know talent. I've been managing for 15 years, champions all across the country. And in that 15 years, I've never seen anybody come along that's as good as this guy right here. You have everything it takes to be the World Wrestling Federation champion. Go straight to the top. You've got the looks, the charisma, the size, the determination, the heritage. You've got it all going for you. You can't miss. You are going to be a champion. You've got everything it takes.
With those lofty expectations, becoming anything short of the best, and he would have been considered a failure. Instead, he did just what was predicted for him.
Vince McMahon didn't make The Rock. Hell, The Rock didn't even make The Rock. The people made The Rock. And as God as The Rock's witness, The Rock will forever be the people's champion. You can't stop The Rock.
1996. Shawn Michaels may have been the man driving the bus, but as much as success is attained in this business, it is shared. And there was plenty of sharing to do when you're talking about the likes of The Undertaker, Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Triple H. Who became the best of the best is a debate that could last forever. But one thing is for certain, 1996 was a pivotal year in each one of their careers.
Although there were a number of candidates for our Match of the Year in 1996, we think you'll enjoy our selection.
Sweet Chin Music! Sweet Chin Music!
Kurt Angle, who would become a future WWE champion, experienced his finest hour in 1996 as he won an Olympic gold medal. Although Kurt was not part of the company in 1996, his accomplishment that year was the basis for all his future success.
I'm an Olympic gold medalist. It's true. It's damn true.
Welcome back to Confidential. Raw presents WWE Armageddon, sponsored by Final Fantasy X-2. Armageddon is coming to you live next Sunday from the TD Waterhouse Center in Orlando, Florida, and will be available on pay-per-view. Final Fantasy X-2, available now on PlayStation 2.
A number of classic matches took place in 1996, and Shawn Michaels was involved in most of them. His favorite had to be winning the title from Bret Hart at WrestleMania in the first ever WWE Iron Man match. Keeping pace with Shawn in 1996 was Mankind, who also had some tremendous matches, namely against The Undertaker. The Boiler Room Brawl and the Buried Alive match were also firsts in the WWE. Those were all candidates for our Match of the Year. But the one that tops our list for 1996 was a match between Shawn Michaels and Mankind. It took place in Philadelphia at the In Your House Mind Games pay-per-view. The match is like a fine wine. Keeps getting better with age.
Mankind would like to get this one over early.
I like the style of Mankind. He's going right out to get the job done.
Michaels off the rope. Back body drop. Whoa. Perhaps it began earlier, live here at the Core Stage Center this morning for Super Maxwell. Forget about it. Mankind went right out with Michaels. Oh, right into the retaining barrier.
Mankind has no regard for his own bodies. You think he's going to have any for Shawn Michaels? Here we go.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Exposed concrete. The drop kick.
Look at that. Oh, Well, you talk about mind games. This is going to be one of the weirdest World Wrestling Federation Championship matches of all time.
Wait a minute, look at this. Michaels.
What a crossbody. Michaels taking a hell of a chance here early. Very early. Shawn taking a chance, putting his body at risk.
That's what he's going to have to do if he's going to hold on to the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Mankind in trouble. Michaels now. Look at this. Crashing down to the concrete.
The back of Mankind's head just bounced off the concrete floor.
If you want to brawl, he can brawl, because he's quicker than most people. If you want a scientific matchup, look at this. You'll get that one too. Michaels just finished off Mankind. Michaels takes his victory. Here we go.
Sweet Chin Music. This is going to be over.
No, it's not.
Mankind saw that kick coming and leaped from the ring. Mankind, hey, you got to give the devil his due.
Right now it's Mankind.
No. He hit his leg. Mankind's knee struck the steel steps. His left knee struck violently the steel steps.
Off the rope,
Mankind, he had the mandible claw for just a few moments on Shawn Michaels, and both men are down.
Both men on the outside. Oh, no. Michael. Oh.
It's a little bit too close for me.
And there is carnage all over the place. Our Spanish announcers, look out, Michaels has a chair. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, no. Overhand, Michaels just took the chair and ran it in the hand, the right hand.
Look at this. The referee is really being lenient here.
If you can't beat him, bury him. Throw him in the casket.
It's not a casket match. Yet psychologically, Mankind with his lethal weapon, that mandible claw taken away from him. Michaels now drops in the casket. Wow.
Michael is fighting back with all he's got. What a war!
Oh, come on! Shawn Michaels somehow feeling the spirit of this capacity crowd. The clip, they're all behind him, and Michaels trying to take it to Mankind. Michaels going upstairs, high risk whenever Mankind's on his feet. Look out! No.
What does Shawn Michaels have to do to beat this deranged human being?
Oh, no. Michaels writhing in pain upstairs. Mankind on his feet. Mankind right up there with Michaels. Good
Lord! Good my God, they may be broken. Their backs may be broken. Their backs may be broken. Michaels is splattered here on the concrete. Mankind has broken that table. Both of them are hurt. This could be all right here. Hey, ref. Sweet Chin Music. Sweet Chin Music.
On his feet. Oh, no. Mankind driving the mandible claw down into the throat, down into the gullet of Shawn Michaels, and asking for that lid to be lifted up by the casket. The lid to be lifted up by the casket. situation.
In many people's minds, that match is the definition of a classic. We hope you enjoyed our look back at 1996 and all the superstars that were instrumental in not only making 1996 a special year for our company, but making our company special. Thanks for joining us. Good night.